3 muscle rules that change after 40. Most men ignore number 1. If you're over 40 and your muscle growth slowed down, it's not because you're getting old. It's because the rules changed and you didn't. And if you don't update the rules, your body will update them for you with joint pain, poor recovery, low energy, and that frustrating feeling of training hard while looking the same. Today, I'm giving you the 3 muscle building rules that change after 40. Most men ignore rule number 1, and ignoring it is the fastest way to plateau for years. If you're a man over 40 who wants muscle and strength without wrecking your joints or recovery, this channel is the blueprint for building your best physique after 40. No fluff, no nonsense, just what works. Now listen closely because I want you to test something as you watch this. If you've been training consistently and you still don't look the way you think you should, it's not effort you're missing. It's alignment. Your training, nutrition, and recovery aren't aligned with the reality of your body after 40. And once you align them, progress comes back. Let's start with the big one. Rule number 1, recovery drives growth after 40. Not motivation, not volume, not going harder. Recovery. When you were 20-something, your body was forgiving. You could sleep 5 hours and still hit a personal record. You could train 6 days a week and still feel fine. You could eat inconsistently and still grow. You didn't have a better program. You had a better recovery system built into your biology. At 40 plus, the margin gets smaller. And that's not a death sentence. It's just a new game. Here's the truth. Muscle growth is a luxury process. Your body only builds muscle when it has enough resources to do it. Enough energy, enough protein, enough hormonal stability, enough sleep, low enough systemic stress. If your body feels under threat, lack of sleep, chronic stress, excessive training volume, poor nutrition, it does not prioritize muscle. It prioritizes survival. So you can train hard, sweat, burn, push, grind, and your body still won't grow because the environment is wrong. Let me ask you a simple question. How did you sleep last night? Not how many hours? I mean, how did you actually sleep? Did you wake up multiple times? Did you wake up tired? Did you wake up stiff and inflamed? Because after 40, bad sleep doesn't just make you tired. Bad sleep reduces performance. Bad sleep increases appetite. Bad sleep increases inflammation. Bad sleep increases injury risk. Bad sleep blunts muscle protein synthesis. So you're trying to build muscle with the brakes on, and then you blame your age. It's not age, it's recovery. Now here's a pattern interrupt, and I want you to actually do this. Picture your body like a bank account. Training is a withdrawal. Recovery is a deposit. In your 20s, you could withdraw all week and still not go broke. After 40, if you keep withdrawing without depositing, you go into debt. And training debt looks like sore joints, low energy, stubborn belly fat, poor pumps, flat workouts, no strength increases, and eventually injury. That's why rule number 1 matters most. Your training only works if you can recover from it. So what does recovery actually mean in practical terms? It means your program includes 7 to 8 hours of sleep as the standard, protein intake consistent, rest days planned, deloads built in, steps and light movement for circulation, hydration, and stress management. Yes, stress management, because stress is training too. If your job is stressful, your life is stressful, your mind is stressed, your body experiences that as load. If you add high volume training on top of that, you don't get tougher, you get inflamed. If you're listening to this and thinking, okay, I train hard, but I don't recover well, subscribe, because I'm going to keep giving you the exact systems to fix that. Now, rule number 2, intensity beats volume after 40. This is where a lot of smart men make a dumb mistake. They think the answer is more. More exercises, more sets, more days, more sweat, more burn. But after 40, volume is the easiest way to out-train your recovery. And when you out-train recovery, you don't grow, you stall. Here's what works better. High-quality hard sets, controlled with intent. Not endless sets, not junk volume, not 50 exercises. You want enough stimulus to force adaptation, but not so much that you can't recover. For most men over 40, that's often somewhere around 6 to 10 truly hard sets per muscle group per week. Not per workout, per week. And those sets have to be executed properly. Full range of motion, control, stable joints, clean technique, 1 to 2 reps, shy of failure on most sets. And yes, you can go to failure sometimes, but it should be strategic, not habitual. Because failure has a cost, and after 40, you pay that cost longer. Now, I'm going to say something that might sting, but it will save you years. Most men over 40 don't need a harder workout. They need a cleaner workout. They need better exercise selection. They need better form. They need better progression. And they need to stop turning every session into a war, because a war mindset creates fatigue. A builder mindset creates progress. Here's another quick interrupt. If your workout feels hard, but your numbers aren't increasing, you're not building. You're entertaining yourself with pain. Real training leaves evidence. Evidence is the weight goes up, the reps go up, the quality goes up, the soreness goes down, the recovery improves. Let me give you a simple example. Two men, both 45. One trains 5 or 6 days a week, high volume, always to failure. The other trains 3 days a week, full body or upper lower, moderate volume, tracks performance, prioritizes recovery. After 12 months, who looks better? The second man. Not because he's lazy, because he's consistent, recoverable, and progressive. And progress is the only thing that builds muscle, not exhaustion. Progress. So here's what you do. Pick a split you can recover from. 2 to 4 days per week is plenty. Choose the big movements that give you the most return. A squat pattern, a hinge pattern, a press, a row, a carry. Then add joint-friendly accessories. Train hard, but stop 1 rep short more often than not. And track your numbers. If you don't track, you're guessing. And after 40, guessing gets expensive. Now, rule number 3. Consistency compounds harder after 40. This is the rule that separates the men who look powerful at 50 from the men who slowly fade. At 25, you could train inconsistently and still look decent. At 45, inconsistency shows up fast. But here's the good news. Consistency also rewards you more after 40 because the man who stays consistent becomes rare. Most men quit. Most men get injured. Most men go on and off. So if you stay consistent with smart training, good recovery, and measured progression, you separate from the pack. Consistency means you train even when motivation is low. You don't miss weeks. You don't restart every month. You don't change programs every 10 days. You don't chase novelty, you chase execution. And consistency does not mean doing the same thing forever. It means staying in the same direction long enough for adaptation to show up. Because your body after 40 still adapts. It just adapts to what you do repeatedly. If you repeatedly train with chaos, you adapt to stress. If you repeatedly train with precision, you adapt with muscle. Now I want to give you a practical framework you can follow immediately. Here it is. Recovery first, intensity second. Consistency always. Recovery first means sleep, protein, stress control, rest days. Intensity second means fewer sets, higher quality, progressive overload. Consistency always means you repeat this weekly for months, not days, not when life is perfect, for months. This is how you build muscle after 40 without destroying your joints. Now let's connect all 3 rules into one clear message. If recovery is poor, intensity doesn't help. If intensity is sloppy, volume doesn't help. If consistency is missing, nothing helps. That's why most men over 40 get stuck. They keep chasing new workouts instead of fixing the 3 rules. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Take a hard look at your last month of training. Did your numbers go up? Did your sleep support growth? Was your volume recoverable? Did you deload? Did you eat enough protein consistently? If the answer is no, the issue isn't you. It's the system you're using, and systems can be rebuilt. If you want me to keep giving you step-by-step systems for building muscle after 40, subscribe. Because in the next video, I'm going to give you the exact weekly blueprint, training days, sets, reps, progression, so you don't have to guess. And one more thing before you go. If you've been blaming your age, stop. Age is not the limiter. Outdated rules are the limiter. Update the rules, and your body will respond. Recovery drives growth. Intensity beats volume. Consistency compounds. Follow that, and your next year will be the strongest year you've had in a long time. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.